Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for being here. And there are some of my favorite survivors. I'm going to hug you in a moment. Thank you all for being here today. I know how exhausting it is to come out and open your trauma again and again and hope that by sharing your pain and the shock and the trauma of your own experience, you save somebody else. I find that when survivors come together to share stories and advocate for change, there's healing inside this family and learning out there in the world. As folks hear your stories, our stories, they learn that crime and violence doesn't just happen to those people in those places that we only hear about on the news. It can happen to any one of us at any time. When you tell your story down here and wrap it around policy like Katrina and Latasha did for me this morning, hey girls, and as many of the rest of you are doing as well, it's compelling, and you do change hearts and minds down here. For those of you that don't know me, I was shot 18 years ago in a random shooting, and it's still unsolved. I didn't have the help and support that you're advocating for as much as I needed it. I didn't have access to victims' compensation to help with any of my needs or access to a trauma recovery center as much as I needed it. And I know that my own healing was hampered by these lack of supports. You're here today as the experts. Sadly, you've paid a price in blood and loss and pain and grief and terror for this expertise. And your voices need to be heard here in our process, heard loudly here in our process. I'm grateful for you for coming out today to speak out here, and I hope you'll continue to raise your voices here in Arizona. Before you leave today, make sure you sign up inside for the Request to Speak system so that you can share your thoughts online on any of our bills. Make sure that you call and reach out through email to your representatives and come down here and see them regularly. See them at their community events and let them know how you feel. Let them know about your expertise and how you're affected by the decisions we make here. That's what brought me here as a representative. And I want to work with you, not only as an elected representative, but as a survivor of crime myself, to ensure that system of justice and safety that prioritizes prevention and rehabilitation and trauma recovery that centers each of you in this process. And last, if you've never done this before, and we've got some experts over here, as a survivor who has, please take care of yourselves. Not only today, but be gentle with yourself for the coming days, because this is really hard. Just being here is heroic. I see it in each of you, and I hope you see it in yourselves. So thank you for coming. Thank you for speaking out. Don't stop. We need your voice. As we talked about today with Katrina and Latasha, these issues aren't going away, and neither are we. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you all inside. Thank you.